Not it.
That's true. You did it last week. Okay.
And the week before.
What do you mean the week before, girl?
Just go. I already
Alright.
wasted time.
No, it wasn't a waste of time. Okay. I'm just gonna write my notes as I wrote them. That's how I recap. We killed the zombie spectator, yay. Olu comes down, unsummons all the monsters, except the spectator is the only one that doesn't leave, which means it was not summoned. A woman with long hair came in. She was a healing lady. She pointed a finger at Olu and got kind of upsetty and said, "We will have words." Her name is Danella, I think. That's what I wrote anyway.
Yes.
As we were heading back to the Temple of Ogma, where they basically told us to go and recoup and rest up and, you know, whatever, we heard a scream off in the distance, and of course, we all ran towards it. There was a woman there clutching her dead brother. The woman's name was Kavori. The dead brother is Delvin. The Fernhearts?
Yeah.
As she didn't know what happened, she didn't know who did it, whatever. As she was clutching him and kind of like, you know, moving him around, whatever, an item fell from him and it rolled between Vera's feet. It was an eyeball. And whenever I picked it up, it had a weird sheen to it, as though it was looking at me, but I kept holding it in my hand. I forget who it was that was inspecting the body, but somebody inspected the body. They found a piece of paper with the words, "Hail the Undying," written on it. The eye blinked at me. Ew. It also is not the same color eye as Delvin's other eye, so it's probably not his eye. While Garret identifies the eye, we ask Kavori anything that she may know. The two of them were assigned by Renault to the catacombs of nobles in this area in Neverwinter, mostly for peacekeeping reasons. Make sure that nobody's vandalizing and being a nuisance. After identifying the eye, it spoke? ? Or Garret heard a voice saying "Hail the Undying" in his mind. The eye twitched around in his hand and then started looking in a direction, much like a compass. So the function of the eye is to direct you somewhere. So we followed it. We followed it through, got to... I forget exactly where.
That towards the southern part of the chasm district, and you went into the cemetery, and beneath the cemetery was catacombs.
Yes, and in those catacombs there was a water weird that we fought. Ellanis went through a crack in the wall on our own. Great. We heard a rumbling.
Was that judgment?
A little bit. That's just what I literally just read my notes verbatim whenever I'm doing this. So we hear rumbling from the tunnel that Ellanis went through. We have no clue if she made it or not, though. We see a ghost of some sort in the next room, drifting above a drain. The ghost is clad in plate. Their head is a luminous orb. The eye is pointing southward from here. The ghost asks for help, doesn't know who she is. She can only remember this room. And then as we kind of explored, we found two other little rooms that had sarcophagi, whatever, in them. Family lineage of the Hallwinters! And then I put a sad face, and I wrote Sildar. In another room with a sarcophagus, there was a locket and a pouch with some stuff in it. Gold, mostly. Under the pouch, I heard a rattle. There was a little compartment, and it had a spell scroll. I opened the locket. It says, "My dearest Chanel." So the ghost lady's name was Chanel. The orb, I said her name to her. The orb around her head fades away. She asks if she's dead. She's ascendant of Sildar, Phil, you fucker. Even though I know it's nothing to do with you. She asks if we're here to kill the invaders. She saw a man fleeing. He kept talking about secrets and rumors. The fleeing man was Delvin. Oh, underlined. Eyes are clearly a reoccurring theme. I got the Hallwinter shield. So it was a +1 shield for me. I'm assuming it has the, like, crest on it. I don't know. The room with the zombies on it. Wait, what zombies in it? Oh yeah, so then we kept going through. I missed a part, I guess. We kept walking through. and there was a room with a bunch of zombies, and a weird, creepy eye motif in the ground, and like an altar or some such, dedicated to Ogma, god of knowledge. Why would there be zombies in here? Why did Delvin come running out here? Where did the eye come from? Zombies are entranced. There we go. By the podium or whatever altar. It's some sort of magic thing. On the podium is a bone flute, which Garret took and blows into it. Why? Garret then went down the hall, just moving forward. Nobody could stop him. He comes to a double door that has a green glow. And the eye in his hand levitates and moves up into the empty socket above the door. He points downwards to the door. There's definitely something off about Garret. Cool. The door closes behind us as we went through the room. The room is actually a sanctuary. Vaulted ceilings, pews. At the pulpit is a gaunt hand holding an eyeball? ? But Garret now has that symbol tattooed on his hand, or branded on his hand. Sick. At least he has come to. The whispered one, that name jumps to Garret. Then we all hear whispers and groans of some sort further in. Garret knows the name of whom the symbol belongs to, but refuses to speak it, which makes things a lot harder. But we carry on to the next room. There are notes in various side rooms, in various side rooms that detail a cult, their awful experiments on people, praises to whoever they're worshipping. Zal something is a name that's on one of the notes. Zalrir.
Yeah.
He was a leader.
Right.
Like, cult down here.
They're siphoning secrets from people. Evidence shows volunteers get turned into piles of necrotic sludge. Ew. The water that we went through was that sludge. Ew. Also, why is this one sect of many... Or also, this is just one sect of many that have infiltrated Neverwinter. As we move through the room, we can hear noise. Canis and Ellanis are arguing as we move through, and then their voices are interrupted by the voice of a cultist calling out to some shadowy figures, ? And that's where we left off.
I'm pushing her through this narrow crack.
As you're saying, you're supposed to be a city guard. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah.
We come back to, now release your secrets unto me. Let the truth hidden in your soul come forth and become stronger. And as I said, the two people kind of wither and decay into almost immediately into these shadowy entities, and that's where we're going to roll for initiative.
Yay, strength saves.
One last thing to add is that before we ended, we picked up, I think, 2 potions of greater or superior healing?
Greater.
I know, greater.
Not superior.
Yeah, greater superior. I took one of them. I just want to make sure somebody else took the other. And then Joey, you had picked up...
I listened to the video and one went to Canis.
Okay, cool. So Joey, make sure you got that. And then you also have that scroll of protection of some evil, good, evil, whatever it was. So
scroll
mechanically.
Pedigree.
Yeah, you got a scroll of spell scroll. Ugh, my initiative's crap.
I don't know if it's in my inventory or not.
Is a scroll of protection of evil or good? Good or evil and good?
Oh, well, yeah. I think either I didn't add it or I didn't get it.
Everyone roll. We got 1, 2, 3, 4.
I rolled it.
One.
It did not pipe through, so let me just roll from here. And you can change it to the 7 that I got. Or the 9.
9.
There it is. It's on there. Cool.
Okay. Canis, good job.
Oh, no.
This is blocking the way.
Yep.
Yes.
Don't worry, I'm pretty thin. You might be able to squeeze past me.
As the ritual ensues, Zalrir himself kind of looks over in Garrett's direction, but towards the shadows. Then it seize them, and he's obviously focused on you, but he looks like he's focused elsewhere as well. Which point, Ellanis, you are up.
Yes, here I am, and I'm looking ahead, and there's people in the goddamn way.
No, you're front. You're in front.
You could hear whispers and all sorts of just secrets on the wind passing between you guys, and kind of like feels like wind is sucking into this chamber.
Spooky.
Hold on, let me make this click real quick. She'll probably run up here. She knows she can't get that. I'll do a quick thing. I'm gonna make an attack roll.
This is like a 5-foot rock. It's not.
Oh, what, 3/4 cover?
Pillow. Yeah, you could use that. You could pass through whoever. It's just you can't stand on them, obviously, within rules.
I don't want to push past there. I want the other ones to take that front. Lemon's gonna miss.
Who's it at? Zalrir?
It's gonna be at Zarare, yeah. The 3/4 cover. Even with that, the roll's not gonna be high enough.
Yeah, they missed.
11. Yeah, not gonna do it.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. This room, as you guys are in here, just filling with green energy. It's kind of like sucking towards this runic circle itself. Vera, you're up.
Okay, it's gonna be a tight squeeze. I actually don't know if I'll be able to even get past Garret. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, I will not. Shoot.
Could always double move.
Yeah, you can always
Yeah,
dash.
that's true. Or I'll. I could even just.
Oh, there, you got there.
Jesus Christ, go down here. Sorry, this my cat scared the shit out of me. And just try to use my crossbow, my light crossbow.
Okay.
On Zalrir. Cause you never know, right?
Give it a shot.
11.
It's a lucky number tonight. It will unfortunately fail. As you shoot at him, you see him dodging a shoulder to the right, and he looks at the bolt and then back to you guys.
I just get a tuft of Garret feathers in my face.
He is up. He's gonna look to. He's gonna look to you, Vera. I need you to go ahead and make me a wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom save, you say?
Mm-hmm.
2!
He's gonna, give me 1 second, I think that's a command. Flee. He's gonna yell, "Flee! Get out of here!" And you feel the compulsion to leave.
Okay.
And he will start to try to retreat. As he casts that spell, you see him holding this darkened shard. It almost looks. Here, I'll post a reference of it.
I'm still hoping it's Magley's magic rock.
100 years later.
He's holding that as more of like a focus, or almost like a dagger too at this point. And as he uses that, he's gonna try to run away now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As he looks to the spirits and he issues them in your direction, Garret, you're up. He gets over here, I'm sorry, and he screams, "Get in here!"
Okay. Alright. That kind of stumps my plan. Okay. Okay. Does this circle look like it, like, still being, like, a ritual going on with it?
Yes.
Okay, well, he ran away, so that kind of stumped what I wanted to do, but I'm still gonna come up this far, and as a means to try and, I guess, disrupt the spell and do damage, I am going to cast Thunder Wave at 2nd level. So I need them to make a con save.
on the shades, correct?
Yeah, and the circle itself to see if it does anything.
One roll to 9, one roll to 19.
Okay, the 19 will make it, 9 will fail. That will be 15 thunder damage, so half it for the other guy.
15 thunder and half it for the other guy. Okay, they are resistant to thunder.
Oh, great.
So it's 7 to the one who made it. Or didn't make it, sorry. And then it is 4, rounded down, right? 3 to the one who made it.
Good.
But they also have to. They also get pushed back, do they not?
If they fail.
Okay, how far?
10 feet.
This one gets pushed this way, almost like a cloth in the wind, like almost no resistance to the push. Anything else, Garret? Oh, as you like extend your wings to the side and kind of thunderwave, the ground cracks beneath you. But as it cracks beneath you, there's like this green residual energy that snaps up and arcs at you. You're gonna take 2 damage.
Okay.
As you can tell it's more than just the circle. All these lightning bolts are flickering from these blackish obsidian poles around the room, or posts. You see them, right? How the lightning's going in them.
Yeah, the cracks and whatnot.
All right. If nothing else from Garret, Oordem, you are up.
Oh, I do want to add, since they are in the 15-foot radius, do anything, or does anything happen to these pillars?
This one here, let me see here, hold on. It's thunder damage, right?
Yeah.
You said you did 15. Yeah, you can see some shards of like obsidian glass kind of shatter off and land onto the ground over here. Same thing for the other 2, just kind of like shatters. But where it shatters, it kind of fills up with more of that green energy. It starts to look a little more volatile.
Gotcha. All right. Sorry, Joey. Or fucking Mark. My bad.
Mark, you're up.
Okay.
Sorry, Oordem.
So Oordem couldn't see any of that, but he can hear what's going on. So he's gonna move past.
You can feel the wind blow, like almost. It's not knocking you off your feet, but it's pulling you. Like on a windy day, if you were just let yourself go.
He's gonna stand there. CN. He's gonna go ahead and he's gonna take out, hold his whip if he didn't have it into his free hand. But he's gonna go ahead and he's going to twin cast command. And I'm going to do that at the 2 shadows. I'm going to say halt.
What's that considered? Charmed?
I'm going to type that in there. Let's see. Speak of one through the blah spells. No effect of the target is undead. Oh, it's undead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could change that. You would know that.
Okay. Yeah, I would.
As third level adventurers, you'll all know that.
Yeah. I will instead twins.
Or should I kick you? Should I kick you from the game because you're metagaming and knowing stupid stuff about undead?
I like the former.
Okay, well, it happened to me, so. Go ahead.
I will. I'll still do the twinning though, so I'll pick something for twinning. So we'll go ahead and sacred flame the 2 of them.
Sounds good.
So dex saving throw from each of them. And it's 60-foot range, so I can hit both of them.
115, 116.
It is a dex 14, so they both pass.
Okay.
So no damage because it is a.
Not a bad idea. Keep it at it is.
I will step back to give Canis a chance to move into that area in case he can't pass it. Ah!
The shadows are up. This one here, Ellanis, is going to beeline right towards you. Garret, this one's going to try to stop you. Ellanis, it's going to try to... it's going to try to strength drain you here. $16 hit. Ellanis, does a 22 hit you? She probably does. Garret, you will take 6 and your strength will be drained by 4. Ellanis, you're taking 6 damage and 1 drain strength. At which point, you guys could start to hear the shuffling and stamping of feet coming from this direction.
Oh, great! There's more of them. Great.
Can they do anything else?
No, this is a cult. Now we're talking.
Nope. Yeah. They can't do much else because they were pretty far away. Canis, you are up.
Alright. You do double movement through allies?
Yeah, I don't worry about allies movement.
Okay.
You can easily be like, coming through, and they can back up for you.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure. Going to... Sorry, I'm looking up names. Usually they're on the tokens. I'm going to go behind Ellanis and go, now's the time to prove yourself. And I will use that scroll of protection from evil and good cast on her.
Okay.
So I can't really link it, but creatures of this,
Nope.
Basically
I know what it is, yep.
protection of undead. Rolls get disadvantage against her. You also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
There's kind of a weird as you cast this spell and the scroll kind of reads itself and the golden literature upon it just kind of shifts and fades. Oddly enough, the scroll shifts to ash and kind of like pulls from your fingers in the direction of as the winds pull in. Still affected, but odd nonetheless.
I don't use scrolls often in my games. Do I still concentrate on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Anything else?
That is my action.
Yep.
So I'm good.
Okay. Ellanis, you're up. Okay. Ellanis, you there?
Addie?
If not, we will just move on to Jess and push him back.
Okay.
Vera, you were up.
Well, the shade is right beside me now, which makes my life a lot easier. So I'm gonna...
Are you frightened? Weren't you frightened?
Oh shit, you're right, I am.
Oh yeah, you gotta flee.
Yep, never mind. I'm not gonna do shit. I'm gonna push back, try and squeeze in through everybody here.
I will say, if that was a... well, no, never mind. Command doesn't matter with charm, it didn't look like.
Nope. But it's on her, no one else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's your full move, I believe, or double.
Yep. Is it double?
Yeah, you want to move as far away from it as possible. I can double check, but I believe it is.
You have to,
No, I believe you.
You have to dash if you can, yeah.
Yeah, I believe you.
Spends his turn moving far as fast as available means.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, no, I'm just... Not a word. Running right through.
As that command registers with Vera, Vera doesn't look scared. It almost is a okay kind of deal.
Yeah.
And Vera just turns and walks off, or runs off rather. Double checking. Addie, you here?
Still carrying books.
Okay. We will say they ready an attack action for when they get back. Zarir's up.
Being hooked.
He's going to extend his hand forward, and just coming out of the air, is this hand itself, and much like your tattoo, it's cupping an eye in it. I don't have a spiritual weapon, so we're gonna go like this. That's it.
That works.
As it appears behind you, it's gonna kind of like just swipe at you with what fingers are available. Uh, 12. Will the 12 hit you? Can you see?
Yeah.
Alright, that is... that'll be oddly enough, another 6, as it's kind of just scratches down the nape of your neck. And at that point, you are up.
Okay, I am going to cast Chill Touch on the undead in front of me.
Okay.
That'll be a...
Hang on, what are your options? Because you would know its resistances.
Skill Touch,
Okay.
Mage Hand, Prestidigitation.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's all you got then. Go for it.
14 to hit.
You hit.
Okay. So, its next attack on me has disadvantage because it's an undead, yes?
Yes.
Alright, 4 necrotic damage.
It is immune to necrotic, but it will still take the effect.
Alright, cool. And I am going to... What's down this way?
Oh, no, nothing, sorry.
I think Addie's back. I see his Discord.
I am. Sorry about that. I was dealing with some shit that came up.
Alright,
That's what you
so
got.
15
Was I attacked?
feet,
Hold on, we'll come back to you.
20 feet, and I will fly 10 feet up in the air.
Okay. There will be an AOO.
Yep.
And it will be a fumble. So as you fly away, the thing kind of tries to grab you, and you barely make it away. You were AFK, Addie, but we said you readied an attack action on the spirit right in front of you.
Sorry.
It's alright.
So I attack it?
Yeah, you are. Go ahead and roll.
Losing melee. 11. Okay, miss.
Just barely misses. Yep.
Yep. 11
Yeah.
is nothing.
You have one more, though, don't you?
Oh, I mean, yeah, second attack. Sorry, short swords. 18?
That will hit.
Is this thing damaged?
Is it damaged? Yes.
Alright, so Colossal Sarah will be applied. 9 total.
9 total damage.
Mhm.
As you hit it, and some unseen source of damage just kind of fills this thing as it erupts into this smoke. I need you to make me a save, please.
What kind?
Constitution.
18.
Okay. You managed to cover, but there's still a little bit of damage going into you. So, yeah, it's halved.
Mm-hmm. How much?
Will be 3.
Oh.
I
Cool.
halved it. You kind of let out a cough as it kind of covers up your squares there.
Spicy air. Just some spicy air.
Mm-hmm. Back to where we were. Garret was done. Oordem, you're up.
Yeah, still kind of stuck in places, and I'm not a weapon guy anyway, but 20, 25, 35, 10, 15.
Oh, sorry, this is dead.
Oh, yay.
Sorry, it's like a cloud just kind of sifting in the sky right there.
I'll move over to here. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a command on Zalrir. The Wisdom 14, and I'm gonna say, "Come."
Okay.
Or approach is the specific one that it gives.
He rolled miserably, so
Hooray! Approach! Approach!
he looks around for a moment and he like points to himself, like, "Who, me?"
Yes, you.
And at that point, the shade kind of just lunges at you, Oordem.
On my turn or on his turn?
On its turn,
Did I have any bonus actions? I don't think I do. So... Yep, that's good.
okay, so it lunges at you and you're gonna take an attack.
Okay.
Or
21.
21 will hit.
Nine damage on the initial swipe and 2 strength drain.
Strength. Ooh, like that. Other modifier, -2. Okie doke.
Alright, the cultists are up and they're finally able to move in here. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25. Sorry, they seem to be avoiding the circle. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're gonna get some daggers thrown at you because they don't have any other options.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's gonna be 3 on you and then 1 on Garret.
Doke.
2, a 9, and a 22 on you, Oordem.
1 will hit.
And then the 13 on you, Garret. Six, Oordem. Garret, you there?
Yep.
Did you take your... You heard me say you got hit, right?
Oh, no, I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah, it was... Or, sorry, I asked if a 13 hit you.
Oh, okay. I
Pretty
didn't
sure
know
it did.
directed to me. It does.
Okay.
Even with the mage armor?
How much does mage armor give me?
Brings it up to 13.
13
so
plus
13 plus your
dexterity.
dex plus whatever. Yeah, 13 plus dex.
So it'd be a 14.
Oh, it misses then.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was still active on me.
It's active all day.
It's like 8 hours, so it doesn't. I don't think we've gone past 8 hours. So
Yeah. All right, Canis, you are up.
Do these shadows leave like anything behind, or are they just like evaporate?
It's just a cloud that's just kind of chilling there.
Right.
You're not sure if it's the room or what, but it's different than the normal shades.
Now that I'm in the room, I'll take a quick glance around, see the energy from these pillars kind of flowing into the portal.
It's sucked into here, yep.
Yeah. But I'll attack this other shade.
Alright.
An 18.
An 18 will hit.
For 10 slashing damage.
Ten slashing will be 5. As you slash through it, your sword kind of makes a crease as it just kind of comes back together, much like a plane flying through a cloud. Ellanis, you're up.
Let's see. 1, 2, 4. Move into there. I'm going to do 2 attacks. One against the shadow, one against the cultist. Primary attack against the shadow.
Okay.
12.
That will just barely hit.
Also Slayer 2.
It is wounded.
5 total. No, 8. Sorry.
Again, you slash through it. Non-magic weapons just, but you do deal some damage to it.
What number of the word? Second attack? Nah. 8.
Garret, you don't have like a dagger out or anything, or an easy access dagger or anything like that, do you?
I do have an easy access dagger.
All right, you have advantage, Ellanis.
On who?
On this.
Oh, the second one was going to the cultist.
Oh, okay. 8 will miss.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. There won't be an advantage on this.
Okay. Anything
Bonus
else?
action. Nope. Bonus action.
Although that first attack would be advantage, right? You could get a nat 20.
True. Yeah. Roll again. See if you get that 20.
Nope.
A non-magic dagger isn't gonna do much to this.
Well, no, it's the advantage for Ellanis.
Yeah, flanking.
All the
I'm
damage
just trying to
helps.
put numbers on the board.
Vera, you aren't snapped out of it. You're just like, that was a weird command. I don't know why that would happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're in the library and you hear fighting of your comrades.
Well, if I don't feel compelled to move away anymore, then I'm
No,
gonna go back.
Command is a one-turn thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was fucking weird. I'm gonna dash so I can get my ass back in there.
Okay.
Shoop! Hello!
You just saying that so you can eat your burger.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it full move on Zalrir's part?
It is. So approach. I put it a little. The target moves towards you by the shortest route and most direct route, ending its turn within 5 feet. So shortest and most direct.
He kind of runs forward. For the sake of the scene, he runs around the circle, though.
Okay.
He had to double move to get there, though.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Garret, you're up.
Alright, I am still in the air. I'm going to cast Chill Touch on the guy.
Okay.
Will a 27 hit? Oh wait, no. 25. Oh, okay.
It'll hit. The numbers you guys are looking for are insane here.
Where's my D8? Oh, there it is. Alright, yada. 3 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Oordem, you're up.
I'm looking pretty bad. I don't like all the stuff around me, and I don't have good AoE or anything like that. So I really should. Ah, screw it. I'm gonna do the I'm gonna do the inflict wounds on Zell rear.
Okay.
Ah, bullshit. 9.
Unfortunately, does not hit.
Do I have a? No, those are only saving throw. Oh, or miss with an attack roll. I can roll 2d4 and add it to the thing once per short rest.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna add 2d4. Give me some goods. Those are both ones. 11.
Missed it by 2.
Oh my god. Ridiculous.
Okay.
Nope. I'm
Anything
gonna
else?
start playing my next character. Going to yeah, I'll stay there. I don't have a good spot to be, so
Okay.
just hope for the best.
Alright, Shade is up. The Shade will likely go after whoever attacked Zariel last. Which is you, Oordem. But luckily, the Shade is disadvantage. And it will miss with a 9, I'm assuming.
Yeah, 15's the magic number for me.
Okay. It lets out this like horrifying like hiss as this almost gauntly image underneath, like kind of just its mouth spreads from beneath the cloth. The cultists are up. This one here is going to move in. I don't think it can move there actually. It's going to move in. It's going to kind of just push in here on everybody. It will be 1 on Canis, 2 on Ellanis.
These cultists look undead at all, or they look human?
They look human. They have either some form of missing hand or eye, and they're just kind of coming at you guys with their scimitars.
Do they get disadvantaged since they only have one eye?
No.
No.
Only
Yeah,
on
perception.
AC 16.
16. The one will hit you, Ellanis, and then it will be a 19 on you, Canis.
No, hit.
So it's a 7 on Ellanis and a 6 on Canis. At which point, Canis, as you're hit, you kind of retaliate, and it's your turn. I don't know if you need to make a con save or a concentration.
I
save.
do. Con save. There you go. Roll 11. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit the guy who hit me
Okay.
because I'm
Go for it.
vain like that.
Githyanki are pretty veiny.
Yep.
You hit.
15. 4. 11 slashing damage.
As you're hit, you kind of draw your sword and spin, almost like you're aiming for the Shade, and get this guy, and you lob his head clean off as he just falls to the ground. And as he falls back, his neck lands onto the ritual, and you can just see the blood almost look like it's like sucking into a drain. Ellanis, you are up.
I'm going to move. I'm gonna take 2 attack. That's 2 attack opportunities.
I feel like you're speaking so intimately into my ear.
Sorry.
Here I am.
When I aim the mic better, it seems to pick up more. Let's see here. Let me. Yeah, I can't. I don't want to. I don't want to hit the shades to waste my damage, but I want advantage to not waste my damage.
Do what you do.
No, I'm hitting this cultist 2 attacks.
Okay.
First attack.
Yeah.
19.
That'll hit.
Second attack. 14.
That'll hit.
All right. Is this cultist not? This cultist hasn't been damaged, correct?
No, none of the cultists have been hurt except for Zalrir.
All right. So I'm gonna so 10.
Damn.
Or, I was gonna roll a separate d6 for the.
The 10 is enough, and as you pull your short, do you have a short sword?
It is a short sword for the
You
first
pull your
attack.
short sword forward, you kind of stab it up into the jaw, and this one just kind of like just twitches and it's over.
Can I push that 5 over to this guy?
Yeah, that's fine.
And yeah, just 1, and then as I sort of push through, make a blood splatter. I want to have it, basically faint, so I get that second attack in.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you want me to keep the 14?
Oh yeah, you do have 2. 14 still hits, yeah.
Yeah. I rolled both in case it didn't hit or it didn't finish him off. So 5 damage.
So 5 on the second.
Yep.
He brings up an arm. You kind of slash at it, leaves this larger gash on his arm, and he looks kind of, "What are we doing here?" kind of deal. But he's just ready to.
I kind of stare. I'm staring. I'm like, you can still leave.
Vera.
Okay. She kind of comes back. Sorry.
I guess. What I miss?
Welcome
So
back.
sorry.
The only magic weapon in the group.
Yeah. So sorry. Alright, let's see if I can hit this fucking shade, bro. Get out of my way! 16.
You'll hit.
Yay. I know math. Yeah. That's gonna be 8 damage.
As you come in and stop, you just bring your sword out, and as you bring it down, you cut through this thing where it normally like wisps to shadow. It kind of tears away in like embers and fades it from existence. I need everybody in this vicinity to make me a con save.
I forgot about the explosives.
Sorry! Sorry!
Bye.
Sorry again! Oh wait, is this against being poisoned?
It is.
Oh, then I have advantage.
You're a half elf.
Weird how that works,
Weird.
isn't it?
Noted.
19.
19.
Salmon.
Garret. 10.
Salmon.
But I am 10 feet up in the air. Does it still hit me?
Oh, true. Yeah, you're good. It's,
Nice.
it's in the immediate 5. That said, you're taking more of this mist-like damage, Ellanis.
Oh, I didn't know it did that.
Fun fact.
It is 6.
Cool.
And as that happens, you can see it kind of all just shape and form and move towards Ellanis as they can't catch their breath.
Is it
Where-
is it half that for us who saved, or
Yeah,
no?
yes, it's half that for those who saved. It's half. But Ellanis, you are sickened or poisoned at the moment.
I see.
Anything else, Vera?
Yeah, I am going to move. Oh, how can I do this? Because I don't want to get in Canis's way. Or Ellanis' way. Well, poo.
Remember, Garrett's in
Any-
the air.
Also,
Oh, that's true.
that and any of these three spots do not provoke.
No, I know. I didn't want to like. That's true. What is this? I
If
think I was
Garret-
getting my dinner.
Garrett, if you're in the air, I'm putting you there.
Okay, then yeah. If he's above me, then yeah. If he's up in the air, I'll just kind of scooch around.
That guy's the spiritual.
So that's a spiritual.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'll just scooch around Oordem and just kind of hunch a little bit below Garret. I'm gonna look at this guy. Just like, I didn't like that you did that.
Okay.
That's my turn. That's all I can do.
His turn. He's gonna disengage.
You motherfucker. Coward.
Probably can't dash too, so
As
kept
he
nearby.
he can dash. Why can't he?
Disengage is an action, and dash is usually an action.
Well, disengage full move. You know.
Full move unless he's got 30. That's 30 feet. Yeah, unless he's like a rogue.
Yeah, unless he has whatever
Yeah,
spell
which
rogues.
some monsters are.
He's gonna get here, and he's gonna look around for a moment, and you see him look for something before he pulls out a bottle and he disappears. Garret, on your turn, you notice that he dropped the shard.
Oh, he dropped it?
Yeah. That's what you could assume he was looking for. Your passive perception found it. All of you found it, but it's just Garrett's next in order.
Okay, but you said he went invisible, correct?
Correct. Spiritual weapon's still here, so he can't have gotten far.
Okay. Yeah. Is it bait though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Fuck it. I'll go for it. I'll fly down and pick it up and fly back up.
Alright. As you pick it up, there's a tingle to it, but nothing fancy. Anything else?
Does that count as my action?
We'll just say it's part of your move.
Okay, so he was right here, right?
Yeah.
We
Okay.
saw him disengage, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would I be able to kind of make some kind of trajectory, like, attack to see if I can try to hit him?
What are you
even though-
attacking with? My question.
It was going to be a chill touch, but it is basically a like a spectral hand that slaps him.
Yeah, but you have to see the target because they have to make a save, right?
No, it's a plus to hit.
No, if it was like a catapult spell or like a bow, I would give you. Well, first of all, you gotta guess where he is.
Yeah, it was just gonna be like a wild guess.
Yeah, go ahead and guess if it is there. Well, yeah, just roll.
Yeah, choose a
Disadvantage.
square. Yeah, the disadvantage.
Yeah.
Choose a square and
Okay.
disadvantage.
Field touch is such a weird range spell description.
I figured if it's a ranged spell attack, it's no different than a bow attack, so I can't tell.
Yeah.
I will go for right here.
Okay.
And disadvantage.
All right.
That'll be a 15.
It will miss as you send it
Okay,
forward, and it kind of like flies in your skeletal, almost like talon version of your talon, and it just gets there and swipes and nothing.
Okay.
Oordem, you were up.
I am not doing good, so I am gonna quaff that greater healing potion.
Okay.
Greater.
Wait a second. I'm sorry. This
Yes.
this cultist never went.
I was gonna say the enemies aren't on the initiative anymore.
I thought they were. My bad.
I don't know if-
Well, you probably deleted the one that killed, and that was the one you had on the initiative.
Correct. Yeah.
So
What were they going at? They were going.
it was before Oordem, I think.
7.
Okay. I will just go after Oordem. It's fine.
okay. I'm quaffing that greater healing, which I got 15, which is a nice roll.
Do you do a bonus action healing potions?
We do bonus action healing potion once per combat.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's almost like you guys have like a holster for it.
I'll do that. That's my bonus action because I don't have any other bonus actions. Can I take a quick glance passively to...
It is pretty chaotic in here, I will say.
Yeah, I would say it'd probably be an action to actually look for something. I want to see if I can spot where his invisible body is, but I'm instead just gonna go ahead and do a Sacred Flame on the nearby cultist here. Dex 14 save, please.
The nearby cultist? Okay. Dex, what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Dex 14.
Does not make it.
Right. 2 radiant damage.
Okay.
Not on my game today, and I will,
He is definitely, like, on his last leg, looking like he's limping.
Yeah, I will back up. Can I make a tactic shout out to my teammates, or would that be too much?
No, you should be alright. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll say, see if you can spot where the dust isn't coming, because he said there's like stuff being sucked into the middle, right?
Yeah, as you say that, this cultist yells to his friend, he says, "Get out!" And as that happens, you can hear like the things kind of shift in the room. And as
That's not good.
As it shifts in the room, you can hear the voices getting deeper and deeper, and the wind picking up. And as the wind picks up, there's like a shift. As you guys are standing there, it's all almost like in the moment. There's a shift in the runic circle as it like suddenly hisses. And as it hisses, there's this stopped to the wind. And the whispers kind of slow down as the runic circle flashes with this lurid light. And as it begins, as if beginning to almost extinguish itself, it slowly hums, and the glows of the runes din just for a moment as a shadowy smoke almost begins to like rise from the carvings on the ground. The smoke gathers in the center of the chamber, where it coalesces into this apparition, very emaciated skull, as it kind of just comes down and looks in the direction as the apparition hisses. "Good news, Elder. Though your efforts have been disappointing, you have brought me new points of interest." And the skull that seems to be looking in a direction of where you last saw Zarir kind of like turns itself inside out in your guys' direction. And as that happens, the apparition swivels to look at each of you. "Yes, there is great potential here. May we meet again. But until then, I have my eye on you." And with that, the voices kind of, and the light kind of picks back up. As sound kind of kicks in. As the green and stone begins to lift into the air and accelerate, it lets forth this loud boom explosion. I need everyone within 10 feet to go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Of the
I
center?
assume 10 feet of that inner circle?
The outer circle.
Inner circle. Was that everybody except Garret?
Sorry, what was it?
Sorry, it's
That's...
not. It's not outer. Sorry, it was the inner. This one here.
Just
About that?
No, not there. This one.
Right,
So-
right. He's measuring it 10 feet
Yeah.
from that.
Yeah, I'm trying to add an extra 10 feet past that circle.
Oh yeah. So, Ellanis, Canis, Vera. Garret, you're just barely out of it.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
This is just the explosion.
Yeah.
16.
What was that?
Dex save, please.
Dex save. I will also mention that I didn't touch my PC for a bit, so exactly when I'm guessing I know who that was, did the funny thing, my entire screen went black.
Yeah, he's here.
Like, excuse me.
He's here.
Excuse me. I thought you turned my PC off for a moment.
Canis, good. What did you make, Vera?
16.
Okay.
18.
Give me 1 second.
I think I passed.
All right. The initial wave, and this is based off distance. Ellanis, you take 18.
I'm unconscious.
The save was 20, by the way. Sorry. Beyond that, it is going to be 12 for Canis and Vera.
Oof.
As the explosion erupts outwards, you see Ellanis kind of just erupt into this green flame. Ellanis, you can't help but just feel all sorts of pain, and you see her skin kind of shift and burn, and as that happens, you can see her bring her hand up. And Ellanis, as you bring your hand up, you kind of grip your face. You can see her eye begin to burn out, and as her eye burns out, you can just see Ellanis look up, and as she looks up, she just kind of fades and deteriorates into ash. As everyone else looks around in terror, Garret, you can feel your eyes just from whatever hit you. You weren't damaged, but the residual. Canis and Oordem, your eyes begin to just almost feel like they're melting from their sockets. And Canis, as you lifted a hand to kind of stop the blast, Vera, you as well. And as you look up, what was left of your hands are almost at mid-forearm. It looks to be almost completely gaunt and emaciated from what you could tell. And as you guys kind of reel from your injuries, Oordem and Garret yourselves, respectfully, you go. All four of you can pick which limb. Vera and Canis, you can pick which limb, left or right, that your hand is now skeletal. Oordem and Garret, you can choose which eye is missing, and in its missing point is this very low humming green light.
I will choose my left eye.
I will also. I think with Magli, I lost my left eye. I'm going to also take the left eye.
There doesn't seem to be a weird, stipulation to your vision, but as you guys kind of look around and come to, everybody minus Ellanis, you have. I'll come back to that actually. Give me 1 second.
Oh. Secrets.
Oh no.
Oh, man,
Now I gotta order a new mini and paint his eye. Ugh.
if Canis was missing an eye, then he really would be the Wondrous character. The eye patch.
Oh god, you're right.
I was kind of hoping for it. So I get a stupid skeleton hand. I mean, how can you tell? Really? I mean,
what if somebody was a plasmoid?
Yeah,
what would their
they'll
hand be?
handle that. What if I did play my plasmoid barbarian?
The whole time of this like going off and just like green stuff erupting from the ground, I'm just like imagining the old Xbox One logo.
Yeah.
And I can't find a GIF of it. I'm so mad I can't find a GIF of it.
The next gen is here. Where do you get all those sound effects? Jeez.
Phil's a madman. He probably does this shit while he's at work.
Yeah.
Like, fully.
I try to find like good music. If I need like some ambience, I find that, but I never got like that kind of sound effects.
Plenty of like sound effect libraries out there. There's probably a bunch that I curated for like D&D.
Well, like there's Tabletop Audio has one, but I just never remember to like, you know, click all the little things.
Yeah.
They happened. During Starfinder, whenever you open the door though, I tried to do a little sound.
You should have just gotten the from
Airplane 2.
Airplane 2. Yeah. That movie was not written by the Zucker Abrams Zucker. You can tell, but it still has some good gags.
Yeah, I need to guess not think as hard about level 10 Canis right now if we're doing 4 through 10.
So did Ellanis fucking die?
Yeah,
did she get?
She got dusted. Yeah.
She's
got
unconscious, so she didn't get like mechanically killed. I'm guessing.
I thought he said she turned to ash.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's story based. So I'm wondering if this is like based on.
Well,
like,
well, she was closer. I wonder if if I was closer, if something would happen to me.
Yeah, it's either like a story event or this is the thing that Phil wanted to do for
her character.
Yeah, for the character.
I've already had. First, Piper loses her fucking arm.
Oh, is this I wonder if this is a recurring thing with Phil? People losing limbs?
No, it's really not.
It's just we get hit by the. At least with Magli, we were all at a point where somebody needed to touch a thing, and we didn't know it took your eye until it took my eye. And this is just Vecna's limbs and whatnot. Yeah. So coincidences be abound.
Who's Vecna? I don't get it. What are you referring to?
Oh, he's the king of Waterdeep.
Okay.
You don't know that because you're not from around here.
He's from the Upside Down.
Tim Burton's Vecna.
Tim Burton's Vecna.
Oh God! Nobody played a pirate. We could have lost a hand.
Yarr! I be fighting Vecna. My first love is the sea. Yarr. Yardy, yardy,
So,
yardy, yardy.
Addie, as you reach your hand out, do you take this entity's hand?
Mm-hmm.
As you take the entity's hand, covered in the green flames, as you extend your hand forward, it is skeletal in nature, and as you grasp this hand yourself, it comes back to what your original hand looked like as it begins to shift gray. The people on the material plane, the players, you just see almost like a vaporized body from a nuke of Ellanis. Just the ash kind of dusts away. And as you step forward, in unison, as you step forward, Ellanis, with this entity, the ash just fades. And we will get back to you, Addie, but as it stands, Ellanis is no more.
I kind of stare in disbelief at where her body once stood just a second before. As my left hand, I kind of look at it and it kind of shrills up even more gaunt and skeletal-like than it already was.
Mm-hmm.
You said nothing happened noticeably to our vision. I assume we can feel a difference. Those that lost an eye.
You can feel. You can feel as if there is an eye there, but when you look at it, there is no eye.
So, not having a mirror on hand, quick quickly just look at everything else that was in the room. Have the cultists been evaporated as well?
Yeah, any close proximity cultists were evaporated.
And I assume the
spiritual weapon is gone.
Spiritual weapon's also gone. Yeah, so that kind of says
there is no sign of extra dust in the shape of a Zalrir cloak. You can only assume Zalrir escaped.
Mm-hmm.
Is this summoning circles? Is that gone now?
It is a faded, lesser copy of than what it was before. It is now extinguished with just faint greens inlaid into the ground. So it's low light in this room, but it is not active.
I turn to everyone and go, "No time to mourn. We follow the cultist. Finish the job."
Do you point with your hand?
Yeah.
Your arm, Canis.
Yes, I know. That's a tomorrow problem.
Look around at everybody else. Can obviously see Vera's also missing an arm, and
When you say a skeletal hand, is it literally a skeleton hand, or is it just all emancipated and all that stuff?
As it stands right now, it is a skeletal hand.
Okay. I do admit it's weird.
point it to Vera's as well. You too. Look at mine in front of me and they look fine.
Is Vera missing an eye or a hand?
Vera is missing a hand.
What does her hand look like?
Certainly looks skeletal. Does it look like bone?
At a glance, okay.
At a quick glance, it would probably look just like yours.
Okay.
Just a skeletal. You would see just a skeletal hand at a quick glance. And in the dark, probably just like a skeletal, regular old skeletal hand.
It's odd. There's no pain for any of you. Just the initial shockwaving pain.
Is Garret back on the ground, or is he still...
Yeah, Garret would have flew down and basically looked to everyone else. Canis is right. We have to follow.
I'd be inclined to agree, but we have no idea where he could have gone.
Yo, I see one exit.
Garret is kind of like holding his head, and he goes to touch his eye.
As you go to touch your eye, you don't feel anything there.
It's just like an empty socket, right?
Don't play with it.
Right.
There's nothing to play with. If you can see something, it's merely a mirage.
Oordem will do the same and sort of assess that he is also missing an eye. I can still see.
Yes, I can
How?
still see. Having the crystal still in my hands, did it kind of like dim after the circle blew up?
No, the shard itself just kind of remains exactly how it was. And if you're curious how it looks, it is posted in references.
Does it look like it's same material as these pillars?
It does not, no. These pillars themselves look very much of just like an obsidian stone used to amplify whatever the spell would be.
Okay.
So, but is this still obsidian?
It is not. It's more of a stone. This obsidian itself is like a the best way to describe it, this is like a molten glass black, like these pillars here.
Like yours, obsidian?
Yeah, well, yes, but more like worked.
Okay.
Yours is like a raw, more stone textured. If we're getting into semantics.
Well, are you coming or not? And I point towards the exit, saying, every moment we waste...
combat.
Every moment we waste, he's closer to escape.
As you guys are looking around, you can just, off in the distance, just hear a very faint, very, very faint.
Coming from behind us, or
Almost as if in the direction that you guys came from, yeah.
I guess
That's not a bad thing. Remember, the door was locked.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is part of the door.
There's
And
a
there's
cat
a
at the
cat.
door. Let it in.
The cat wanted it.
Vera's gonna look at Garret as the other two are moving ahead, and she'll just kind of like, she'll go to extend her hand out, and then pull it back, and then put the other one out as a way to be like, "You all right?"
Garret just he'll like, like, not really slap the hand away, but he'll
Like wave it off, sort of thing.
be fine. Did you hear that though?
The door. I'm assuming it's the one that we came through.
Well, yeah. So ritual's complete. Guessing the way we came is open, but we'll keep going this way.
They seem intent.
Yeah, I think me
Just
and
kind of
Oordem.
motion.
Yeah, sorry. We'll start going through here.
Alright. So as you guys get into that area, you can tell it's very much the cultist quarters. Not a robe in sight. Makeshift cots are strewn all about. Two adjoining taverns here. They're separated by an open doorway. There are lingering traces of people who were here, but not anymore. You could assume that most that were here are lost to the ritual or ran away with Zalrir.
Just as a last-ditch effort, I'm going to cast Divine Sense.
Okay.
No location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Nothing comes up.
He could be anywhere. Lost him.
Oordem's just kind of lost in thought.
Too much dilly-dallying.
He could have left at any time. And anyway, I think the damage is done. It's best that we just leave, focus on finding Renault and...
That was
Tell the
Lord
others about
Protector's-
what happened down here.
What
that,
did he mean by it?
By what?
we'll talk
He
to
looked
him
at us. He said we had great potential.
Well, probably because I'm going to assume that we're all quite capable bunch of adventurers and the like.
He clearly means to use this as an end for his own gain.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Well,
Sure,
neither
you
do
took-
I, but
And
like
Alice
Garret
was,
said, he's already taken things from us, so what can we do?
and Alice was the Lord Protector's niece.
Niece, yeah.
Yeah. Say, what should we tell the Lord Protector about his niece?
We tell him that whenever we came down here, there were some cultists. They had a ritual going on. It summoned a giant, creepy smoke skull, and then after the skull disappeared, that it just blasted her into oblivion. There's no need to sugarcoat it. Really.
Not one for sugarcoating.
Well, I'm not about to lie or try to make it any easier. She's dead.
Oh, he wasn't insisting that we lie. He was just like, I gotta tell my superior that, a family member got killed.
How do you think I feel? It's my first day with her. She's already dead. Oh, I feel terrible. But unfortunately, there wasn't much any of us could do. She just happened to be right there. Could have been any one of us. Could have been you. Could have been me.
We should leave.
Besides that shard, is there any other evidence of these cultists?
With a quick glance and how the room looks like it's not a crater, but like just ash spread from an explosion, it's safe to say you can't see much else other than what this room was intended for.
Take a look at my skeletal hand and I go, but this, though, this is curious.
Yes, we can all moan about our skeletal and spectral limbs and accessories later. We need to get out and kill something.
Let's go. And Vera will start kind of like pushing her, like motioning forward with her hands.
Yeah.
Also, that is the last time I'm walking in front of any of you.
Alright. It's safe to say, minus a few corridors, you're safe to get out of here. If there's anything you want to do before you leaving this place, let me know.
We took a look at the papers. I'm sure we maybe grab some just to say, hey, here's proof there's more crap going on. Or, oh no, I'm sorry, that was was that a vision or was that in the papers that we knew that there was like more cultist sects around the city?
The papers had evidence of just one of many sects. Let me reread that.
Grab all the evidence you can.
See here. Cultists here, but one sect of many that have infiltrated Neverwinter. The other sects have chosen different areas of the city's catacombs as their respective hideouts.
We'll take some of that just to be like, hey, this is a bigger problem.
And we are going to be busy.
Other than that, maybe quick glance in, well, I guess we're gonna have to go through the zombie room, or the zombies still not moving.
So the zombies were subject to Devlin not too long ago getting out of there. There is a trick in this room itself, just to save you guys some time. If you use the altar or the flute in a certain way, it will freeze the zombies for 24 hours.
Oh.
So that's why they weren't moving.
Okay. And I'm not going to bother with exploring the other waterway. I'd say we just pretty much leave.
The other waterway is more gross than the original one. So we'll say it's far greener than the other sludge that was already in here.
And now that we know what it is.
You're walking through people.
So
that's Soylent Green.
As you pass by the zombies, they go, so Garret, when you see strange instruments surrounded by zombies on an evil altar, you just have the urge to blow, to play.
Well, there's reasons for that. I heard a tale once about some sort of necromancer who had a band that he controlled undead with. Or the band would necessarily play music, so I thought it fascinating that if I used the whistle or the flute itself, that they might be able to follow us and we could use them.
Do you think we should just put these zombies out of their misery when we pass by?
Absolutely not. I am in no case in the condition to even attack these. If they fight back.
We can send other people down here.
I'm sure Renaud will send teams of people. But going forward, Garret, next time you see a bony instrument that you feel like playing, please share with the rest of us so we could...
I don't think that me blowing into the instrument was what caused all of this. Anything,
well,
I'm just curious
and the altar.
Look, all I'm going to say is, from our point of view, we saw you toodaloot bloot on the flute, and then you started going down the hallway.
I'm assuming this is all being said as you guys are traveling.
Yeah, as we're walking.
Yeah.
So, you know, just for our sakes, group effort and all.
Chip, chip, cheerio.
So as you guys get towards the end,
I start repeating
you
myself.
pass through Charlotte's room and make sure you guys have everything. Pat yourselves with your hands in your skeletal hands and appendages.
I will grab Ellanis' backpack.
Yes.
Good up there, yes.
Yep. What's in the backpack, Addie?
Oh, he left.
Yep.
Oh, no, there he is.
No, I got it. I'll post it.
I think it was everything except like your sword and something else.
Just send us the snipping tool of it.
Yeah,
she-
I'm not.
Did you have any rations in there? I'm starving.
Don't have your own.
10 rations, a mez kit, a bedroll, water skin, and 8 torches.
Ah, 2 airsats eyes and 2 prosthetic limbs. Awesome.
All right, so you guys get back up towards the surface level. Things have kind of calmed down, but it's kind of gotten a little. It's definitely very late at night. As you guys get outside and get towards the end of that hallway of the city itself, or the alleyway. Oh, my bad. You guys get towards just nothing but rain. At the moment, you guys are down here. We'll use Garret as a marker for now. Where would you guys like to go?
Report back to
The Temple of Ogma was originally where we were heading.
Yeah. Perhaps if we're on the way, stop by the crime scene that we left from. There might be something. People might still be there.
No, we need to not be near a lot of people when we are in these conditions.
There.
Okay. You guys gotta, like, Garrett's kind of covering himself with his wings and all sorts of things.
I take some cloth and like cover up my hand as best I can. I'm probably going to report back to Lord Neverember.
Okay.
He personally came to me for this mission this morning.
Is that the plan? You're going to Castle Never?
That's where I'm going, yeah.
Everybody else just following him, or where are you guys headed? The city's yours.
It's probably best that we go see Renault first.
Yeah.
We have to let them know.
Alright. We're gonna say it's late, like I said. Maybe about, like, pushing midnight to maybe 1. You guys walk through the town kind of covered up. Keep yourselves covered up from both the rain and just from people. And as you pass by, you do happen to just pass by the area where the murder happened. And it's cleaned up by now. There's like 2 remaining mercenaries that are just kind of on the corners smoking, talking to each other. People are just wandering the streets trying to stay out of the rain at this point. As you guys get towards Castle Never, the gates closed. Well, it's nighttime. It's well locked up, and the only official guards in the city stop you. Hold there. It's late. The castle's close.
We get that.
Vera will step forward as, like, I'm assuming everybody just kind of moves up. Hi. You might not know me. I was sent here from Silvery Moon, at Renault's bequest. We were with Ellanis.
Hold on 1 second. And he goes inside, and as he goes inside, he comes back out.
My name's Vera.
As they, it's just the group with Ellanis. As they go back, it's about good, awkward, like 10 to 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then after some time, the door opens, and stepping out is that guard captain Alexander. And he looks around. Right, don't be standing out in the rain. Come on in.
Thank you.
The Lord Protector's going to bed, but we can certainly find you guys a room if... Wait a second. Someone's...
Right. Yeah, it's his daughter. She fucking blew up.
Niece.
You know what I mean.
That's what we came to talk to him about.
He looks to the other guards and... For, like, did they just... Kind of like, did they just say that? And... Alexander kind of... right. Well... I'll find the Lord Protector. There's... someplace I'm sure you can all make yourselves at home. You come with me, and he walks in a little bit, and he finds like a one of the servants' halls that's got a bunch of cots in it, and it's pretty well furnished. But right, he should be good. I'll be back. I'm gonna go find Reynolds.
Thank you.
Before you leave, and I didn't mean she blew up. What I meant to say was she literally got evaporated.
She made a hit tweet. It's just blown up.
The detail makes it so much more comforting. Thank you. And he walks away.
I thought I was blunt.
Quick.
So he kind of leaves you guys to this, like I said, this servant's chamber that's kind of, it's well furnished. It's got a big like fireplace, a couple beds lying. It's like pretty much like a 6-person like in room, but it's much more lavish.
Now I know that we said we shouldn't sugarcoat it.
Now that you guys are here and we're out of the major moment, you can't help but feel that there is a lingering obvious magic to your new extremities and eyes. That said, it also feels like a little invigorating in a creepy sense, because you can't help but feel like, also since you've left the catacombs, you can't help but feel like you've been watched and followed, but you all seem to have been blessed.
Oh.
As you go to Vecna's references, if you are missing your hand, once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack roll using a weapon or an unarmed strike, you can infuse your strike with life-stealing energy. Your attack then deals 1d10 necrotic damage, and you gain 5 temporary hit points. Once used 5 times, the charm vanishes. If you are missing an eye, you can cast Clairvoyance as an action without using a spell slot and requiring no material components. Once used 3 times, the charm vanishes.
That's interesting.
I gave it to the appropriate people instead of rolling. I just gave it to whatever benefited the player or the character. Because I'm sure Garret didn't want creeping hand.
Interesting.
Yeah, not on a wizard.
Ooh, 1d10 necrotic damage.
That said, you guys are now sitting in some downtime. Naturally, it's it's late. You're not sure if Alexander is going to tell her or not, but yeah. So
people that are from here, any idea who this cult was? What they were summoning, who they worship? Is iconography, I'm unfamiliar with it.
The best way I can explain it is, imagine an old being in what this world once was very long ago. A man, if you could even call him that, a god no less, who... And Garret kind of looks to Oordem, he's like, the power is immense that comes from one being.
I know of gods. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. But it's ironic that both our hands and our eyes were taken from us when the being himself, that's what holds a lot of his power. Some consider them artifacts, even.
It's odd. I see this. I see this as a blessing, not as a curse.
The other cultists, Salreer and the one who had died earlier, and all the other ones we fought, they were also missing an arm, missing an eye.
But none of them had what you had.
Yeah. They were worshippers, perhaps, and I fear we have been chosen.
Does this ancient being have a name?
You could say it, Oordem, but I refuse.
Vecna.
Do you think that name would have reached me out on the Astral Sea? DM.
You can go ahead and roll a religion or history. History is more appropriate, probably. Yeah. Or whatever's better for you.
Uh, 19.
You have heard of an entity said to go on by that name, but bearing many titles, but you know this entity to be almost like a multiversal threat, not this play. You didn't think that it would be, or rather, you knew it to be a threat to the astral plane. That's what I'll say. You knew it to be a threat to the astral plane. Why is it also a threat to the Forgotten Realms or to Toril itself?
Most gods I encounter in the Astral Sea are deceased to drift.
Entities themselves are. You're also a paladin, so entities themselves are also often confined to one plane.
Okay, yeah.
Why is this one two?
Have you heard the name? Oh, look at Garret. Or not Garret, Canis.
Yes. I've heard of it, yes. Thought it was just one of the many threatening gods that exists in the Astral Sea. I did not know it extended here to Toril, or to the multiple planes it seems to infect.
More than one. He's like, Oordem's pretty distraught. He's like taking all of this in, kind of just trying to think of it all. The Vecna's face, assuming the Vecna, the skeletal face, like just looking at them has like shaken him to the core a little bit.
Yeah, you felt power, but this power ripped through you, ripped through all of you.
Were we
It's
chosen?
combination of the power and like the direct comment, with something like that, just says, "Hey, how you doing?" You're gonna feel weird.
So I begin admiring, look at my hand again and go, "Do you think we were chosen? We were marked?"
I don't know which of those would be more appropriate, but yes.
I have a feeling that some unseen eye has been watching us ever since we absconded from the catacombs. As if I would turn my head, I would see them, but nothing's there.
Something scrying on us, perhaps? If it's from Vecna itself. Doubt there's anything we could do to stop it.
He did give us these gifts.
That doesn't mean we have to use them.
But it may be how he's perhaps scrying on us or watching us.
What, so you think if we got rid of them, then he wouldn't be able to anymore? I doubt that that's a possibility, because I feel like whatever he's doing reaches much further than that. Just an idea, but I have a feeling his magics work for the very souls of our being.
It's almost like he's taunting us. He gives us this power, but he knows that he's unseen and he has control over us because of it. And I harumph and sit down, cross my arms, kind of put my head down.
You guys can hear off of the distance. You can hear some like yelling and some heavier footsteps, like almost like they're coming your way. And as that's happening, you can hear on the other side of the door. You could hear, and as that happens, the doors to this place kind of just like explode open, and then two guards get pushed through. And as the two guards get pushed through, Maddox comes in. Where is she?
I told your guards to tell you that she got evaporated.
I was hoping it wasn't true. As he stands there, who did it? I'm gonna fucking find them. And as you say, Reynold just quietly walks in.
Vera will kind of go over to him. She'll put a hand on his, forearm. I'm so sorry.
She knew the risks. Thank you. He taps your hand. What happened? I knew you wandered off. You all wandered off, but I figured it was with good reason. Not this.
Do you want to sit down? You might want to sit down.
I just want to know.
Cultists. Much bigger than I think anybody could have anticipated.
Oordem will interrupt and say, not the cultists, but who they were worshipping. No.
After Oordem says that, Garret stands up. Well, I suppose you don't know, but under the city there's the weird fucking place. Well, it's catacombs where someone was built, but her spirit was sort of bound to a well, and then as we delved further, there was some sort of shrine, then we got locked behind a wall, and then we found that there were some cultists doing a ritual. Also, there's a bunch of sludge down there that's basically people as mush.
Mid rambling, Maddox comes over, kind of grabs you by the robe. Where were you? Tell me where you were.
Can I finish first?
Just tell me where you were.
Well, it was catacombs that hold the the body of fucking no, let me check my notes. I forgot the name.
Hallwinters.
Hallwinters. I literally just put it up. Fuck.
As soon as you say Hallwinters, Maddox puts you down. He brushes you off. He looks to Reynold. He's a boss. Reynold just nods, and Maddox stomps out. Like,
Wait.
There's more than one.
Please. Just hear me out.
Maddox looks to you guys, and I'm more than one. Trust me.
No, please. You do not understand. Because these cultists worship the Undying One. The god known as, and he, like, looked to Oordem, is like, say it.
Vecna. Also take out the papers that we took.
Yeah, if you know who that is, or any idea that it's not someone that you want to mess with, because, well, it's so much to explain. It's deadly. I wouldn't go down there. Please.
And apparently they have...
Maddox looks to you guys for a moment. He grabs one of the guards that were standing up. He looks at him. He has a way with people. Kind of like, what the best way is it? Like a godfather. He looks to this guy, and the guy kind of like steps back. He brushes the knight off, and he pushes him into the hall, and you can hear the knight kind of like run into like the main hall and out the front, and you can tell it. Even with a glance, he issued an order. We're gonna have the men clear it out. And then we're going to have him look for anything else, just in case. I got a lot of work to do, and I don't want to be here in his way just to upset him. So I'll be back. Don't worry. He goes to walk out, he puts his hand on Reynolds' shoulder, and Reynolds just quietly nods. We'll make sure we get our revenge. And Reynolds just kind of taps his big furry hand, and then Maddox walks out. You can tell Maddox isn't going there. He's got work to do.
He's micromanaging.
Correct. It's very... pun intended, he is the arm of the law.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were all there and honest with me.
We did find this, and I'll hand him the papers with the locations of the other cultist headquarters.
He looks to Alexander. Alexander, please. And he gives him Alexander and runs off to find Maddox. I have much to do. That's the least of my worries. We'll definitely need to have a ceremony for her, and I know you all barely knew her, but again, I thank you for what you did for her.
I think eliminating these cultists is our highest priority.
Maddox is on it. You've all
I fear
suffered.
that will not be enough.
Maybe I should be speaking to him.
For now, you all suffered more than enough, and we'll deal with it in time. If we find something, we'll cut them off, and we'll deal with them in force. Most of this city is people like you, but now you stand above some of them, if not most of them. Trust me, the city will be in good hands. Maddox on the case.
Imagine we're all pretty exhausted at this point.
I'm sure you are. You're more than welcome to stay here. I'll cop any night at any of the local taverns. I just ask that you all stay long enough for the service.
Of course.
Oordem nods somberly.
It'll be within the week, I'm sure. He pulls his glasses off, kind of shaky, and just, well, it's getting late. We'll reconvene in the morning. At breakfast, I will call for Master Dawa, and we can explain some things further to him. Rest well.
If you need anything, know. We are here.
He pats your hand once more, and thank you. And he walks out with a couple guards. It's very clear he's not going to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, suddenly realizes how tired he is. And he goes, I'm still not used to how easy it is to tire on the material plane.
Sleep then.
Did he say we can sleep here, or?
Yeah, you're more than welcome here, or if you have an inn you want to stay at, he'll cop it. You don't.
Yeah.
Just say that the Lord Protector sent it.
He said this is like a room with beds in it.
Yeah, it's a bit like a very extravagant 6-person tavern room with like the 6 beds, and
he will just take his sleeping bag or cot or whatever and just go into a corner and sleep on the ground. No, you don't. Doesn't feel comfortable sleeping in a nice cushy bed.
Okay. Canis, you going to bed then, right?
Yep.
Alright. What's everyone else doing? Addie, oh. I was kidding.
Funny joke, funny joke. You killed me, you bastard.
Oordem will probably just he'll pace a lot and trying to just take all of this in, and eventually just sort of probably just sit down in like a chair or sofa or something, and eventually just pass out.
Canis starts to snore really loud, like it's bad, really bad.
How's he snore so loud with such a small nose?
It's like a pug.
It's like a squeak. It's like a squeak to it.
I start to honk shoe. There's a little feather in my mouth that goes up and down.
It's like a squeaky toy. Vera, what are you doing?
I guess she'll just kind of be like sitting down on the cot, just in deep thought.
Gotcha. Garret? What do you?
What I would like to do, is so I will kind of spend a good hour and a bit meditating while everyone's falling asleep. And if I ritual cast something, it doesn't cost a spell slot, right?
Right. It has to be a ritual cast, though. It has to be able to be ritual cast.
Okay.
It will say if it can or not.
Well, actually, shit, I need a bunch of components for this that I don't have. Never mind. Garret will probably...
What are you looking to do?
I was gonna do familiar stuff.
We'll say with that component pouch you have enough. That Vera found. I'm pretty sure she tossed it to you.
Yep.
Okay. I will find familiar.
There's about 3 summoning sources for it. But it doesn't take a spell. Okay, so what animal or creature would you like to touch?
What if I accidentally unplugged my Ethernet card over?
What animal or creature would you like to conjure for?
I would like a rat.
Okay. So as you put the bones out in so you put the bones out on the ground, you kind of shape them in the shape of a rat. And in the corner you kind of have your incense ready, and as you wave your hand over and open your open your tome. It kind of takes form for a moment, and like little strappy sinews begin to like crawl out of the bones, and it begins to like link together. And as it does, it pulls itself up, and you have like a bony rat in front of you, and it speaks. Yes, master.
I'll kind of like scoop it up and put it on my shoulder for a second. I'm gonna look outside the door to see if the guards are there.
You're about. We're gonna say you went up like a floor, so you're a floor up, but there are no guards beneath your door or your window.
Door or window? Like I was gonna check out.
Oh, you're checking out the door?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, they're not really stationed there. They're stationed at the ends of the halls, but they're not at your door.
Alright. I will place it down, and I will tell it. I will give you a name soon enough, but go see if you can find the maester of this place, and see if he's talking about anything or discussing something with whoever may be, and then bring that information back to me, and I will reward you with a name.
Of course, master. And it kind of skitters down your shoulder in like a pot. As it jumps off your shoulder and just lands in a pile of bone, and then just goes back to being a bone rat, and it kind of skitters off.
Don't get caught now.
As it skitters, it kind of runs forward a bit, and as it runs forward and it tries to get past the guards, it shifts into like a line of just like a bone snake before going around the corner quick, and then shifting back into a rat.
Nice. In the meantime, Garret will stay in here, but he'll leave the door propped open.
Okay.
Or would it be able to fit underneath, like the door?
The rat?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. Then I'll leave it closed.
Is that usually what your sort do?
Oh! You're still up.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't look very tired.
She looks wide awake, fresh as a daisy.
I'm sorry, what was your question again? Garret, like, he puts both of his wings behind his back as he closes the door.
Is that what your sort do?
What do you mean?
Go
Hang
around
your
making-
sword.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. You're
No, I really don't. That's
weird,
kind of...
wizardry, you know, making bone creatures.
Okay, well, one. I don't know if it's exactly bone because of what's happened to me, but never mind that. Anyway, well, my kind, to say, I do come from a place that is full of wizardry. But
Garret, did you learn your magic? Were you born with it?
no, I learned it.
You very much recognize the signs and symbols of a wizard.
Yeah.
They come from a place where there's each of us for each of the schools of magic, and we wander a valley, and we also get assistance from the local kingdom. And it's kind of like a, I think it's a symbiotic relationship where they help us and we help them.
Are you worried?
Oh, absolutely, I am. The fact that this is able to happen underneath the city is worrying some, so that's why I'm a bit skeptical of the Maester.
You think Reno has something to do with this?
I'm not assuming, but you can never be too sure.
No, that's fair. You're certainly allowed to be cautious.
He's
What do you make of
he's
it?
suspicious of the mage, right? Not Reynold.
Oh, Renault
He-
or Olu? Because you said
yeah.
Maester of the city, so now, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's skeptical of everyone, but he sent the rat after the uncle.
Oh, so the Lord Protector.
Well, is Reynold here?
He's up deeper in the castle.
Matter of fact, yeah, he'll send him after him.
Okay, so I would say the Maester is this guy. The Lord Protector is this guy.
Gotcha. All right. I'd say Garret is more skeptical of the wizard than
Okay.
anything else.
Sorry. Okay, let me go back. Olu. You think he has something to do with this?
I mean, he held a tournament where he has wizards at his command, and then something like this happens, and spellcasters in general being closer. It's
Perhaps.
worrisome.
He did seem a bit concerned with the spectator, though.
Yeah, but anyone can put on a face.
That's true. She'll, like, kind of look him up and down. Raise an eyebrow. Lack
don't
of
put on a
eyebrow.
face.
There's not an actual eyebrow, but the skin above her eye raises, you could tell.
Look, I'm pretty straightforward about all of my things.
I'm just saying. You're not wrong. It's just curious to me is all.
I think coming here was a mistake. I need to let the others know.
The others.
Mm-hmm.
She'll, like, wave at her weird bony hand.
You can call it a tribe, yes.
Okay. I don't want to be insensitive.
I'm a bird, for Christ's sake.
Who's Christ?
Fine. I'm a bird from Mistress.
Mistress' sake! What'd you say about my...
Mistress' sake.
Mm. Alright. I hope you share whatever your little rat friend finds with the rest of the class.
If he had an eyebrow, it would be twitching, but his kind of like the socket of his spectral eye twitches like, right, this they need to know.
We're all friends. I'm talking about us. We're all friends here,
Friends?
Garret.
I just met you.
And we watched somebody explode in front of us. And we met
Okay,
a...
they didn't explode, they evaporated.
Evaporated, sorry. And we met a god. I think that puts us, we killed a spectator together. I think that puts us in the running to be friends. Don't be so crotchety. Anyway, we're traveling with you, so it's only fair that you tell us. I think. Otherwise, we'll start suspecting you then, won't we?
Suspect me all you like. It's not like I'm guard by the actual fucking thing that occurred.
As you guys are chatting, there's a faint little knock.
Uh-oh.
Is that your rat back so soon?
Shut up. Garret will, open the door.
As you
Hello?
open the door, you see Brooks standing there. Kind of shakes off the rain.
Thank fucking Christ. I need to get out of here.
I heard you were staying here.
Yeah.
Where are you going? We just got here. There's tons of money to be made.
Yeah, I get that, but it's bad. It's
Vera, as you kind of glance to who he's talking to, it's another very vulturesque Aarakocra.
You going to introduce me to your friend?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
It's late, but just checking in. They told me that you were here. I was looking for you all day.
But we've been out doing stuff, and
he
as
puts
you
his
can
hands
see,
forward. And he's like, "What happened to your eye?"
Garret kind of like puts both of his hands on his shoulder. He's like, terrible magic.
You're usually quite the doomsayer.
No. You don't understand. It's not good.
It's never not good.
All right, fine. I can't win with you.
Just relax. We're literally in a castle.
I literally lost my eye.
Hey, you got another one, right? He kind of waves.
Lost her arm.
He waves his arm in front of your eye. How many fingers am I holding up?
Hey, listen here. He lost her arm.
Looks like it's there to me. It's kind of weird looking, but it's there.
She waves. Oh, do you need me to say it because Oordem's asleep?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
I
Say
feel like
what?
that's too much of a story to go on right now. I'd rather him tell later. It's fucking late, and I'm stressed out of my goddamn mind.
Are we staying here? Do you have room for me? He kind of walks in and kind of like pushes everything out of the way with his wings, and he saunters in.
Well, I guess we do now.
Ah, feel free, make yourself at home. That one seemed to want to sleep in a chair for some reason. There's a free bed if you'd like.
Which one's yours? Garret, which one's yours?
I haven't picked.
Well, this looks like your stuff. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. He kind of leans down, and, like, crouches and kind of pokes at that rock that was it's in your stuff.
Yeah, I just got that today.
Kind of leads it, just like nudges it. It smells like death. It's been around death. You all been around death?
You know
Yes.
me.
I'm not asking you. It smells more like death than normal. All right. Well, I'm tired. I'm soaked. He shakes again, gets rid of some of the water in the middle of the room. I'm gonna get some sleep. And he kind of strips down to his like undergarments. Plenty to do tomorrow.
I suppose so. Are you going to bed, miss?
No, I'll keep watch. You go ahead, go asleep. I'll keep an eye out for your little friend. And she'll wink. With her left eye.
Thanks.
Sweet
Here,
dreams, Garret.
Don't make it weird. He kind of like just plop down at a bird pose and go sleep.
Okay.
I actually
Garret.
take the skull from his belt and take a little bunch.
Garret goes to sleep. Everybody's asleep. Vera, before you fall asleep, and as you hear Garret kind of doze off along with his buddy Brooks, and you hear the others, you kind of hear this. Before you see it, you hear this. Woof, woof.
Like cut from coming outside or within.
It's within the room, and as you hear the sound, you look, accompanied by the sound. There's like just this faint, very pale, almost silvery light, just kind of thrumming from the from beneath like the covering of Garrett's bag.
Oh. I really probably shouldn't. Oh, bollocks. She'll get up. Go over to his bag.
Okay.
And
And it'll just kind of slightly open it quietly.
yeah.
As you open it, you just it's woof, you see the shard thrum once, and then almost as if like you see it, it cuts off like.
Oh. Does it? Is it so? Like it's still in the bag?
It's still there.
Oh, okay.
But
the thrumming stopped.
The thrumming stopped the second you put your eyes on it.
Weird. Maybe I do need to sleep. She'll cover it back. Like the bag. And then take a couple steps away and she'll kind of like... That thing where you like... You stop. You, like, wait, listen. And if nothing happens, then she'll go back to her bunk.
Okay. After some time, it takes you a bit to fall asleep, but you can't help but feel like this weird, as it thrums one last time. There's like this chime that kind of goes through your head, like you can hear it just from like faint days, like early childhood. Like it's a familiar sound, but that's about it. That's exactly it. It's like and then you kind of just doze off. Everyone's level 4.
Yay!
Long rest level 4.
Yay! Oh wait.
I mean, you can if you want to feel included. So when you guys are get a quick level, I'll take Addie.
We can pick a feat. Time for feet, y'all.
Feats are good. No, that's level 5. I need to click on level 4. And if we need some money, we can sell all of Ellanis' dead stuff. Items, I mean. Yeah, I was like, should I give this back to Renault? There doesn't look to be anything in there of, sentimental value.
Do you want her torches?
Yeah, here's a couple of rations. She like nuts.
She has a couple of rations, Canis in the back. Had a couple of rations.
He's like munching on it when he's sleeping.
Hunched over it like a fucking gremlin.
So hungry. Yeah, sleepwalks to the castle's kitchen and starts eating all the cakes.
Oh, that would be crap, what's the gift that you played?
Otto?
Otto, yeah.
Yeah, he'll sleepwalk.
Is he gonna be one of your NPCs? That'd be great.
One of my NPCs?
Yeah.
Oh, for my 3 important characters?
Your background character.
No, it's canon, though, that Canis pulled over Otto and Gort for a space speeding in wild space, though. That's canon. Pulled him over on his red dragon. It's like right after Spelljammer ended, they just flew off and got arrested.
Okay. We are back, and morning comes. Anything in the... When morning comes, they kind of, like, usher in the breakfast and other things, and things are kind of getting a little better since last night. Not great, but a little better. So when you guys wake up, anyone want to do anything, or let anybody know anything? It's not saying, hey, do it. I was just letting you know.
Did I perceive Garret's rat?
Oh yeah. After some time, the familiar itself comes. It like you see, almost like it's like bones, kind of like just boop boop boop, and then it kind of like assembles itself and kind of like pulls it in, and then it kind of crawls up and nestles into Garrett's bed. After about an hour or so of waiting up.
Well, he'll see it whenever he wakes up then.
But yeah, not much else there. Alright. Morning comes, and like I said, breakfast is served. I'm assuming everybody gets their food.
Canis has a huge stack of pancakes.
Yep.
Bunch of sausages and bacon.
I did want something to happen for Garret.
Okay.
So, before that happens, as he wakes up, he's like a little bit groggy. Who all would be in the room? Are we all awake, or?
It's a matter of when you want to wake up, and if you want to do it alone, you can sleep in, etc., etc.
Want to roll for initiative and see who wakes up first?
Yeah, please.
I mean,
I'll do it.
it's up to you guys.
14.
Because something happens to Garret.
Okay.
Oh, well, here's the thing. You may think I'm asleep, but I hear and see all.
You're just one of those dolls where you lie it down
No.
and the eyes close.
Vera is an elf. They don't have to. They have to meditate just like every other elf.
Yep.
Okay, well, I guess when I'd wake up, since Vera was the last person I talked to, she would be the first person I see when I woke up.
Yeah.
And as Garret opens his eye, he kind of like twitches for a moment. And he puts his hand over it, and detect thoughts is going to go off on Vera.
Okay. Are you digging deep, or are you just doing surface thoughts?
I think the eye itself would try to dig deep.
Okay. Vera, make the save.
Okay, what is it that I have to do?
It would be a wisdom save.
A wisdom save? Oh boy.
Is this a spell on your spell list, Garret?
No, it is a spell because of something.
Reasons? Yeah. Alright. A wisdom save. Nat 20.
Hang on. What are you trying to do? You want to message me, or I'll pull you aside?
I'm messaging.
What is happening?
I don't know. I died.
Yeah, how's that going for you?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah.
How's hell?
I don't know yet, but the answer is: am I going to bring an artificer or?
Multi-class.
I'm dead. I need to bring another character.
Multi-class.
So we thinking
Do the most boring thing possible.
Human fighter.
water genasi artificer. Oh, sorry.
Human fighter isn't boring. It's the
Look.
Roger Corman of things. It's incredibly efficient.
Ellanis is dead, so I need to make a replacement.
So you just get surface thoughts, Garret.
What's this?
Mm-hmm.
So we spent all this time making a character, and any one of us could have just lost him.
Yep, still game.
Welcome to the
What are surface thoughts, Vera?
Surface thoughts of Vera right now would probably just be how awful it is that Ellanis died. Is this Vecna really as bad as Garret thinks? I wonder what we're having for breakfast.
That's good. It's kind of
And,
what you begin
yeah.
to hear these things, Garret.
As he hears that, Vera, a little voice in your head will be like, "Why can I hear her? She's not even speaking."
Oh, that's right. You're gonna do feats, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you would hear Garret say that in your mind.
And then she'll immediately think, ew, why am I hearing him? Not ew, but like, oh, why am I hearing him talk in my head?
You guys have this weird, awkward stare.
Yeah, she'll like sit up, like her head like turns, like almost like.
It's like she hears in her head, wait, you can hear me?
Are you talking to me?
Well, I'm not speaking, but I'm thinking.
She'll point at him.
He'll look to Oordem, his like regular eye closed. Is Oordem in the room?
I
Yeah.
imagine I rolled a higher initiative than that, so I'm probably awake.
I'm sure everybody's just like kind of getting ready for the day.
Hey, Oordem, do you hear me?
Do I?
I would
think
assume at the moment, no. Just the way Kasey told me it's working.
Okay.
What are you looking at me for? I know the eye's gone. I'm dealing with it. It's kind of like just keeps touching it.
No. Don't mind it.
What are you? What?
Nothing. Garrett's like shaking his hand, like waving his hand and like shaking his head. Just something weird. Don't worry about it.
This kind of portly, as you guys are all talking and like being weird, this kind of portly halfling is just kind of standing in the doorway, very confused. And when somebody catches his eye line, he's like, "Breakfast is served," and he walks out.
Oordem will like tie something around his head just to act as an eye patch, just so it doesn't freak more people out. Probably did that yesterday too, but he'll make sure he's got one on before he heads down to fancy castle breakfast.
I want to try every type of pancake they have.
You guys get to the breakfast then, with, I'm assuming, nothing else happening.
No, but as they're walking down, Vera's gonna be like eyeing Garret, like.
Okay.
Kind of looking back at her occasionally.
I know you can hear my thoughts, boy.
Brooks is just kind of nudges Garret. As you guys get to the main hall, everybody's who's important to the town and stuff are seated here. At one point, you see Reynold sitting at the head of the table. Maddox has just as big a pile as Canis would. Harbin Potswab, the halfling, who's kind of his bookie, sitting next to him, and he's helping himself to some food. And Danella herself is actually also there. She's eating very, very daintily, but she's eating, and not seated next to Reynold, but standing kind of back and off to the side is Olu himself. He's also there, not eating, but he's present, and as well as many of the guard and the I guess housekeepers of the castle.
Does
They are
Zulu
also
have like
partaking
a...
at the same table as Reynold. It's not like a big thing. Like he's kind of like a round table kind of guy. Reynold's just sitting there with kind of like his fork in the plate, and he's kind of like twisting it, and he very much did not sleep. But everybody's just chowing down.
Does Ulu have like a straw that
Morning.
goes through his mask? So he can drink the orange juice through it.
Olu's just literally just standing there. he'll occasionally lean down to whisper to Reynold. Like just the occasional, like, you don't know if he's like getting messages or whatever throughout the town and passing them along or whatever. Olu does kind of like glance at the bulk of you guys, and through the hollow mask, you can tell he's kind of garnered interest in your. His eye line shifts from the eye to the hand, back to the eyes, and he's definitely walking about the room. You see him catch up with Danella as the average just bustle of the castle is just wandering in this room, and everybody's kind of like, the best way to describe this room right now, aside from the big table, is like the get together before a wedding where everybody's standing up and talking and drinking and eating.
The mouthful of eggs and sausage, Canis will swallow and go, I think that Ulu has an interest in us now that we're different, changed.
To be fair, I think Olu had a bit of interest in us whenever we first came here as well.
I just go, magic. And take another bite.
This one of the little kids of like the one of the maids is kind of watching you eat. Wow, you got a small nose. Is that how you breathe? Is that how you breathe better? Eat so much.
You go, you have a small head. What of it?
Yeah, well, I don't got a bony hand.
I go, well, look who has a stack of pancakes, and look who doesn't.
Oh, really, Canis?
What? He started it.
He's a child.
He sticks his tongue out at you and walks off. About 2 minutes later, he comes back with this giant plate of pancakes.
You best eat all that, then.
I will.
I want to change my sworn enemy on my character sheet.
I'm going to change my entire paladin devotion to just this child.
Oops, Oathbreaker.
As you guys are all sitting there, Brooks is sitting next to you, Garret, and you guys are just eating what you can. It's not food you're a fan of.
Sorry, I will say, it's you all with the weird noses, not me, and then I'll continue eating.
Excuse me, I have a beak.
He kind of like shoves his nose up to look like yours. He's just like,
He's surprisingly hurt by all this.
Fuck these kids, man. I hate Doral.
They're my worst enemy. Or they're outsiders to me. Brooks leans over to you, Garret, and he's like, "So, what's the deal with the arm, or the eyes and the arms? Like, what's going on?
Well,
y'all look like in rough shape."
Yeah, because we literally dealt with cultists last night. And there was a giant explosion, and it took a bunch of shit from us.
Why are you so panicked?
Casey's jacked microphone really makes this a lot better.
Yeah.
Garret it can't seem to find the words. Like, look, just trust me on this. It's not good.
So. As you guys are eating and wandering, Oordem, you're just kind of met by Max. He gives you like a heads up, and Harvin walks over and he kind of presents you with the boring paperwork that they have set up. You're just kind of going through it, and it's very well done, well written, well established. That it's like a monthly deal. What you guys can offer, they'll take, and then what they can offer, they'll bring down every month. So he's just going over and he needs some signatures from you.
I'm sorry, is that for me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I heard it, I just didn't realize it was a...
It's just... I just need you to sign here and here.
But just sort of silently, just like he's annoyed by this guy, and just signs it away. Gets what he needs to do. The language. He's got to give up a kidney or something, but he'll just sign it. Is that enough?
As you're still going through it, it's a good like 15 minutes of this.
Yeah.
He's a very thorough man. Vera, as you're sitting there, you get a tap on your shoulder.
Mm.
And as you look back, it's Olu.
Oh.
I hope everything is going well. My lady.
Well, it could be worse, I suppose. I could be dead. That's
I
a
heard
poor
the news.
taste. She'll kind of like she'll get up from her chair and kind of like over to a more not like private, but like just so that they can talk without being weird. It's incredibly unfortunate, and there was nothing anybody could have done. I just feel terrible that it happened almost immediately after I've gotten here.
I assure you that everything went as planned as they could have for you all.
Well, I mean, we didn't exactly plan on getting sidetracked by somebody screaming bloody murder because their brother died, and we certainly didn't plan on stumbling across a cult.
I think you were in the right place at the right time.
I mean, yes, you're not wrong.
You do know you're talking to a master of divination with magics.
Yeah.
So
I suppose it was meant to be, but
there could be this underlying meaning that he knew this could have happened. Let me see your hand.
she'll put it out.
As you put it out, he kind of cups your hand up, like on his forearm, and he kind of casts this almost like silvery magic that kind of just like it looks to like reanimate the skin a bit, but it's very clearly just an illusion. It works for now. It's just it's like this weird skin tight, like skin to the bone.
Yeah.
I would still recommend a glove, but it'll do for now.
Yes, took the armored one off, and I'll put that back on later. You didn't have to do that, but thank you.
It is my pleasure, my lady. My lady.
Vera is fine, please.
I did sense something. I could tell the second when you all walked in. There's an odd magic about that one, and he points to Garret.
I was thinking the same thing. Earlier this morning, whenever we were getting ready to come down, he was able to speak to me in my mind.
It's on his person.
Oh, maybe the shard.
Shard.
Right, yeah. The cultist that we had seen. Oh, this probably isn't my place to tell you, but I suppose I should. The cultist.
Say no more. After you are all finished with Lord Reynolds' reward ceremony, it's not going to be very formal. Come and see me post that, and I will like to have a discussion with all of you at that point. I'll make preparations in the tower. I must be leaving. He literally gives you no time. It's very important.
Please.
It's very important.
He's not going to want to talk to you.
I'm sure you could make it happen, my lady. He bows his head and takes his leave. Everybody who would pay attention to Olo sees him walk out of the Grand Chamber.
Great. Walk back over, looking kind of like wiggling her fingers of her weird hand.
Now you got like skin glove on.
Gross. Rubbly glove.
So some time goes by and Reynolds stands up. Well, it's kind of in poor taste, but winners are winners. He kind of like motions his hand towards the bulk of where you're seated. Winners of the Beastbane Festival, everyone, and they kind of just start clapping quietly. They're not sure if they should or not. As promised, I will be taking you all to the vault, and you'll have your pick of the lot. Everyone, continue to enjoy the breakfast. I'll meet back up with you. And he walks over towards the door and watches. It's been a decent. Everybody's got their bellies full. He looks to you a lot and he's come along.
Oordem will just, I assume, done signing everything and just like stabs the pen through the rest of the papers. And
Yeah, pretty much.
Gets up.
Thank you very much, sir. We look forward to doing business with you.
Yes. I as well. Yes. Good day. And just get up and just wait for everybody else and head on with them.
Okay. Okay. He doesn't really say much to you, but he looks. It's more of a reward for both things.
I know. I was making a joke.
No, he's saying it now.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You guys technically did win, but it's who cares, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you guys still deserve this, and he walks deeper into the Castle Never, and it kind of gets, as you guys get deeper into Castle Never, it kind of gets almost like very dungeony.
Mm-hmm.
Dark stones, wall sconces, very odd doors, and just it seems to go on forever till it gets to a point of a more like filigree door of like silvers and bronze, and as the door, it looks almost like an elven make, and as he opens it, he turns the key and opens it up, and and as he opens it, there's just like piles of gold and just all sorts of items just kind of line this place. It's almost like as if you look around and you're like wondering if something's there. It kind of pops up, but well, it's not much. I'm sure you could find something in here. More or less, each of you who partook, I just need you to roll me a D100.
Woohoo!
Boy!
It's kind of what you'll come away with.
I'm going to roll a real D100.
I didn't. 89.
19.
So 89 from Vera.
Mhm.
88 from Garret. Right?
Indeed.
Okay. Joe, did you roll?
Oh yeah, 19.
19
42 for me.
and 42.
Can Addie roll just to see what she would have gotten?
Sure.
Do we get Addie's prize, or do we get Ellanis' prize?
Garret, as you come out, you kind of find these goggles that just like, they look kind of akin to like an owl. They don't fit you too well, but you make do as you find goggles of night.
Ooh.
Vera, you find a helmet that kind of like strikes your fancy,
Mm.
and you end up finding a helm of comprehending languages.
Oh, hell yeah! Perfect.
Let me find out. Addie would have had a robe of useful items.
Damn.
You know what would have been useful?
What did you have, Canis? I'm sorry.
19.
You find this very odd rod. And as you click it, it kind of stays in place. And you try to move it. You find yourself in a movable rod, Canis.
Word of advice: don't put that in your bag of holding because Phil will just take it away from you.
And then what did you have, Oordem?
42.
You found, I don't know how useful it'll be, but a cloak of the manta ray.
Cloak of the...
You never know.
I mean, I'll take it. I just probably went for the first thing that was a cloak, just because, you know, I have vestments and robes, so...
It's just how it fell.
Huh?
And that's that. It's not much, but it's something. They if you don't want them, they can sell for more than the prize money would have been.
This is more than generous.
But as for the castle itself, I ask that you don't go much further than this. If you do, as bad as this sounds, it's not often that people come back. There's many mysteries to this castle, and this is obviously one of them.
Noted.
Excellent. Now, the rest of the day is yours. I have much to tend to. I am going to return to the breakfast.
Before he leaves, I will say to him, sorry, not good to remember names. I go, Ellanis did fight bravely. Just so you know.
He stops and pauses for a moment. You see him from behind. He very clearly takes off his glasses and wipes his eyes and puts them back on. And thank you. She's one of, if not the best that we've had. Now, it just takes one person to step up and fill her shoes, Canis. You can just smile. And he nods and wanders down the hall. Very subtly hinting at it.
I'm fiddling with the rod and accidentally set it off when I'm walking and it gets stuck and like have to spend a minute trying to get it unrotted.
One thing, friends, comrades. She kind of looks over at Garret, winces a little bit. Olu requests our presence. He wishes to speak with us about what happened in the catacombs.
I was expecting that, yes.
I'm also hoping that this will shed some light on the undead Vector. If it was related or not.
Vera's gonna look at Garret. And she'll just say his name in her mind, because she wants to know if this is still a thing. Like, so she'll questioningly in her mind, like,
yeah.
Garret, so he can still hear her. She'll like, okay, great, come on everybody, let's go. But as they're walking, she's gonna, in her mind, to Garret, just say, he sensed something strange off of you, and I may have let it slip that it was the shard that we found.
I do such thing. In my head, why can I still hear you?
I don't know, don't question it, it's a good thing, it's helping right now. Anyway, I'm sorry.
What do you even say?
I just said that it was the shard we found off the cultist, and then he said, say no more. Please come and speak to me.
What are you even talking about? What about it?
He just said he got a weird sense from it, and so did I. That's all. Especially when it was thrumming all through the night.
Yes, we'll turn to Oordem.
No, they're in the third.
Because he's
Oh, okay.
noticing Vera and Garret are just looking at each other, not saying anything. And I go, is this how people on the material plane flirt? What's going on here?
No.
No, God,
You're making
no.
it weird.
I'm just making sure he's all right.
The rod goes off again. I'm like, yeah, darn. I spent a minute trying to get it back in place. Should come with an instruction manual. How do you expect anyone to know how to use this without an instruction manual?
It looks like you just click that button and it stops, and then you click that button again and it unstops. Simple point-and-click interface.
So
I knew that. Of course,
as everybody's goofing around, what are you guys doing?
The heading, I suppose we're starting to go towards.
Oh, I thought we were walking towards rooms.
Yeah.
If we had some time, I'd at least like to keep note of. So the Cloak of the Manta Ray, just to keep it into proper theming, only works when you put the cloak over the hood over your head. I've got big old horns, so I was wondering I'd probably look for a to come back later, some sort of magic shop that would be able to.
No, it'll adjust to you.
Okay, fair
so
enough.
as you put the hood up, it kind of like not so much dissolves, but like it magically like shifts to fit the horns, and then as it takes down, you don't have to like take it over your horns awkwardly.
Right.
Yeah, you're good.
Fair enough then.
It's a magic item. It works magically.
That's true.
Weird enough, you know. So as you guys take a couple, like, where were we again? You guys kind of like Reynolds said, it just even walking in here, it's odd. It's tough to figure out where you are.
Need a map just for this place.
Yeah, and it's very much like you need that map from Harry Potter. But as you guys are walking, Vera, you hear that familiar like chime once more, and Garret, you can hear. You could. It feels like a vibrate, like a woof, coming from wherever you put that shard.
I'll look in my bag and I'll like peer at it.
As you peer at it, it glows a bright silver. It's like, woof.
I'll close the bag. It was unpleasant.
It thrums again. It's like, woof.
Alright, I'll, without opening the bag, I'll just stick my hand in it and like grab it to try and hold it.
As you grab it and hold it, there's like a power to it that you could feel. Not a bad thing. You could just it's just picking up in pace, like woof, woof, woof.
Garret will stop and he'll like kind of start walking the way they came from.
Mm-hmm.
Does it slow down?
No, it continues to pick up in pace. As you guys see Garret stop, what do you guys do?
Look back at him. Did you say you took it out, or you're just kind of like thinking about it?
No, I'm holding it in my bag, but I didn't take it out. Just keep going. Don't mind me.
You have been.
As you guys are looking at him, and he pulls this thing out. There's like this sense of like you guys feel like you're like getting lifted off of the ground almost. As you guys are getting
last night.
As you guys
feel like we are, or
as you guys feel like you are, you look down and you actually are. As this thing kind of comes to, and this immense power just kind of begins to like thrum from it, and like for a second, Garret's like, "I need to get rid of this," and as he throws it, this thing just kind of just erupts with power, and all four of you guys just feel yourself get pulled into this almost chamber, and you look around, and the only thing that you're really greeted by is this You're in this large, like, rotund library. Let me put it in references. And you see this larger black obelisk in the middle of the room. And as you guys come to, you kind of all just like stumble into the room, like boom, 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 like on top of each other, and it'll make this loud crash. And just from the opposite side of this like larger obelisk itself, pay no mind to the AI art. You hear this very delicate voice. Oh, it worked.
Look around.
Oh.
And as you hear that, stepping from behind this obelisk, you just this very, very fair and almost any of you, the most beautiful woman you've ever seen in your life, steps forward. Dark olive skin with this large staff of a unicorn and silver streaks and pointed ears. She looks down at all of you. Oh, this is rather odd. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Oh!
She's in references.
Dude, this is so cool. Why do we have to end it?
Why is Halle Berry's storm summoning us to a castle or a library?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
That's
that.
it.
I love that art. I mean, she's okay.
The unicorn staff is great.
Well, that is it for tonight. Hope
Oh,
you all
good.
enjoyed it. Addie, I'm sorry I killed you.
It happens.
We'll be in talks. I'm sure you're ready for your second character.
Yahweh. I literally sent it.
Yeah, this is so. Phil's not like me, Joey. Don't get the second chances there. Well, as far as I can tell.
Well, when we took him to
If
the
it was-
other,
If it was
the
a
other-
death anywhere else, they wouldn't have turned to ash.
Yeah.
Disintegration logic, 0 HP. He was right there.
I was tapped.
it's like when I was maneuvering my character, I was gonna move one square closer.
Yeah, it would have been bad.
Yeah.
I did want to ask what my rat would have told me.
He would have been up most of the evening. He doesn't show it in public, but he was raging like hard.
Aw.
His office was a disaster. Olu
Okay.
came by to try and console him, but nothing.